Hello everyone, Abdullah Sawalha is speaking. Today I'm going to talk about one of important uh, topic. Most of the people complain that my operating system is very slow during the boot especially. So I'm going to talk about how can we optimize our performance of Windows 10 without losing data, by the way, and also with easy steps. Anyone can do this. Many reasons that make the system and the operating system, especially Windows 10, very slow during the boot. And in these steps, I will show you two things that you can do in your operating system without any problem to disable these options. So your optimization of the Windows, it will be better, especially Windows 10 coming with a lot of features. The first way to do that, from the operating system, you can right click on the taskbar and go to Task Manager. Most of the people are familiar with Task Manager, and you can see a tab. It's called Startup tab. You can see in the Startup tab a lot of operating system features and programs are running on the system during the boot, and you can see last BIOS time. This means that the boot taking in the BIOS, it's take around 9 seconds. And if you have a lot of application enabled, you can see it will be the time it will be increased. This means the time to boot the system, it will be delay, and you find the performance sluggish in the system. Based on the application you installed, you can find the list. As you can see, we have the names of the applications. As I have four of the applications are enabled on the publisher, and the status. The status is important, so you can find all of them are enabled. And also the start impact, if there is any impacts for the CPU and disk activity, as we can see in the pop-up message appear. So what I have to do is to disable any application that I don't want to boot on the system. For example, if I'm not aware about Microsoft OneDrive, or I do not use it in daily basis, so I can right click and I have multiple options, and I can make disable. You can see the status, it's disabled. For example, if I'm not using the Skype, I can right click and disable it. Once you disabled this application, it will not running during the boot, but you can still use it by for example, click on the start and then start this application. Is there any another location that I can stop these applications? Yes, we can. If you go to start and type msconfig, this is msconfig, as we can see, msconfig. It the system configuration application, it will appear. So you click on it, and this window appear for us. We have multiple options, so you can click on startup. Okay, if you click on the startup, it will return back to Open Task Manager, and Open Task Manager, it will showing that in the Task Manager. So if you directly open it from the Task Manager or from msconfig, you can find the same list here. And so what is the purpose of using the system configuration? You can find services, and on the services you can see all the services that will be running while the boot and the status of each service. You can for example make a sort by status. You can see the running services, and if you do not use any of these services, you can stop it disabled it by clicking on, for example, if you don't want diagnostic policy services, you can click on it and uncheck this service. So while it's rebooted, it will not um, um, uh, running during the boot, which is saving the time. Sometimes there is a problem, for example, in one of these applications, so you can just uncheck it to make sure that the system running without any issues. If you want to see only the services that are related to third-party application, you can click on hide all Microsoft services. So all the Microsoft services, it will be not listed on the window, and you can see only the third-party applications, and you can see for what the service, for example, making a problem, or you don't want to reboot the system. And after you finish, you can click apply, OK, and it will requesting for the restart. So this is the first thing. Now I want to talk about the second thing, which is the default applications. Windows 10 comes with a lot of default applications that running, and these applications not used by you, so it's by default will be enabled. So how can I disable these default application? You can click on start also, and for example, search on apps. You can see apps feature settings. Once you click on it, you can find this tab, applications and features. And if you narrow down, you can find the list of the applications. As we can see in my operating system, I have 43 apps found. It's already installed. For example, if I'm clicking on a 3D viewer, you can see it's already installed. If I'm not using this application, I can uninstall it without any problems. You can click on it and see the information about this application, and you can see what is the permission of these applications, what are using, and the usage of the battery. So you can decide if this application useful for me or not, for if there is a problem. So this application, it will consume a lot of resource from my machine. You can, for example, I can see let's say if this is Microsoft News, if I'm not interested about news or whatever, so I do not use I don't want to use this Microsoft News because it's not important for me, and I don't want it as a default application and running on the system. So I can just click uninstall and click yes, and the uninstalling process, it will be started, and now this application uninstalled from the system, and now I have 42. Uninstalling unwanted applications, it will help you to minimize and the usage of the resource of the system. Okay, and by the way, from the same window, you can click on start, and you can see the same list that we gonna on the start on the task manager. So you can here click on or off, and it will provide you information if there is impact or there is not impact. I hope this information helping you to provide more performance in your operating system. And if you have any question, you can comment on this video, and it will be my pleasure to answer you. Please, if you like this video, you can subscribe, like, and share. And thanks for watching.